The last thing that we're going to cover is the idea of angle of elevation and angle of depression. They're really the same angle, but I'm going to show you where they're located in terms of right triangles. We're going to skip down to this one, letter B. So if I give you a right triangle, your angle of elevation and depression are the same thing. If I'm talking about the angle of elevation, think of based off of your eyesight. Here's my person. His original line of sight is looking this way, but as he looks up, that's his new line of sight. This is his angle of elevation. The same thing can be true of angle of depression. If here's my eyesight, that would be the dashed line. I look out originally, then I look down, my angle of depression is right there. And what can we state about the angle of elevation and depression? They're equal angles. So whether they say angle of elevation or angle of depression, they're going to be the same angle measure. All right. So let's do an example off of this. The hill of a roller coaster has an angle of descent or an angle of depression of 60 degrees. Its vertical drop is 195 feet. Estimate the length of the hill. So I know that we're dealing with right triangles. I'm going to draw on my right triangle. It tells me that I have an angle of depression, which is 60 degrees, which is right there, or down here at the bottom. I'm going to use the one at the bottom. Tells me a vertical drop of 195 feet. That should be this one. Wants to know the length of the hill. The hill should be going at a diagonal, so we're going to put our variable there. To solve, we're going to use a trig function using this angle measure. 195 is opposite, and x is going to be the hypotenuse. So we're going to say that we need sine of 60 equal to 195 over x. Multiply both sides by x. X sine of 60 equals 195. Divide by sine of 60. That's what you would plug into your calculator. If we do that, 195 divided by sine of 60 gets us about 200. We're going to go to the nearest tenth. If it doesn't say, just go nearest tenth. 225.2 with a label of feet. We're going to do one more. We're going to do this 6b here. A 14-foot ladder is placed against a house at an angle of elevation of 72 degrees. How high above the ground is the ladder? Is the top of the ladder? So I'm going to draw on my right triangle. I know that I have a 14-foot long ladder. The ladder should be the one that's up against the building at the diagonal, so we're going to put 14 there at an angle of elevation of 72 degrees. How high? Anytime I say how high, I'm looking for a height, x. This one was also using opposite over hypotenuse, so we're going to say sine of 72 equals x over 14. Multiply both sides by 14. We get 14 sine of 72 equals x. Take that and plug it into our calculator. 14 sine of 72. It's going to get us about 13.3. 13.3 feet. And there's your answer.